Thanks for watching Hello Baltimore County. I'm Ellen Kobler. We're delighted to welcome to our studio the newly appointed Baltimore County Superintendent of Schools, Verletta White. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you're newly appointed as permanent superintendent, but you're hardly new to the Baltimore County school system, right?
Right. I've had a wonderful journey in Baltimore County Public Schools as a student and as a teacher and as an administrator. So it's nice to come full circle with this career and to give back to the community that gave so much to me.
All right. Well, please tell us a little bit about some of your priorities. You talk about school climate and literacy. What is school climate exactly?
Absolutely. So since July 1, my focus has really been on literacy and school climate. School climate is really how you feel when you walk into a building. And so we want all of our students, our parents, and our staff members to feel welcomed and to feel safe and to feel valued. And so it all goes into how do you feel? What do you feel safe when you walk into that building? So to that end, we make sure that we have safety measures in place. We make sure that we're following our board policy as well to make sure that we have a welcoming environment. And that really is the responsibility for all of us to make sure that our students and staff members feel safe. When it comes to school climate, it's also about effective instruction to prevent problematic behaviors. We also want to make sure that we're restoring our students as well. So we're teaching them conflict resolution strategies because not always will an adult be present. So we need to make sure that our kids know how to resolve conflicts on their own.
So it's not just about the 3 R's, but it's about how you interact with your peers, your teachers, and it sounds like society in general.
That's exactly right. We have to make sure that kids learn how to not only read, write, think, compute, but they also learn how to behave in socially acceptable ways. Times when they have repeatedly crossed the line, certainly there are logical consequences, but really creating that positive school climate is also about making sure that they know how to interact with each other responsibly.
Okay, and you've mentioned safety a couple of times, and that has a very broad meaning. But I know that recently there have been some important safety upgrades at the schools. Can you talk about that?
Yes. Well, we take safety very seriously in Baltimore County Public Schools. So safety is our #1 priority. Whenever a parent puts his or her child on a bus or when they send them out the door, when they drop them off at school, their #1 hope is to make sure that their child will be safe. So to that end, we make sure that we do have a visitor identification system through our Raptor system. Our county executive in his budget proposal has also asked for 19 additional school resource officers as well. We currently have 65 resource officers in our secondary schools. We want to make sure that not only our secondary schools are covered, but that our elementary schools have a visible law enforcement in place as well, so that we can feel that feeling of safety for all of our students and staff members, but that not only that we feel it, but we are actually safe. So we have those systems in place as well as regular drills that our students and our staff members participate in as well, just to make sure that everyone knows what to do in the event of an emergency.
Okay, and the buildings themselves, I know we hear a lot about County Executive Cabinet's Schools for Our Future program. Can you tell us about that and what difference it's making for the kids and the teachers?
Yes, fortunately, because of our state and local partnerships with our elected officials particularly, the county executive has invested $1.3 billion into the Schools for Our Future program. And so to that end, we have seen an incredible modernization of our facilities as well as central air conditioning in our facilities, and to make sure that we're relieving overcrowding as well. So we want to make sure that every student has a seat, of course, but we also want to make sure that when that student has a seat, that seat is one that is conducive to 21st century instruction.
Oh, speaking of which, talk a little bit about the technology and how that is integrating with the instruction.
Yeah, we want to make sure that students are able to learn at their own pace and at their own rate, and that they are that our teachers are able to push work that is very customized and personalized for every student. So we know that blanket instruction doesn't always work. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of instructional program. We have to make sure that our program is tailored specifically for every student. So when it comes to the technology is one tool that we use to assist us with that. Again, there is no replacement for a quality teacher, and we want to make sure that we still have that relationship relationship, that the teacher has that relationship with the student. This is just a tool to help us personalize instruction for every single one of our students.
And it appears that something is working because there's a tremendous amount of success within the school system, including,
Yes.
tell us about graduation rates and also
Sure.
the disparities and how you've addressed that.
Sure. Well, as you know, we do not have a gap between black and white students in our graduation rate.
And pardon me, how
I'm sorry.
unique is that?
It is very unique, especially in a large school system.
Okay.
We serve over 113,000 students. We have 173 school centers and programs. So it is very unique not to have a gap in achievement when it comes to graduation rate. But we start very early on. So we have a 6-year graduation plan for our students, and our school counselors play a huge part in that to make sure that we're not waiting until the last minute. Again, graduation is just what my mother would call our reasonable service. We want to make sure that our students are graduating, but we also want to make sure that they have a resume when they graduate as well.
Interesting.
So that 6-year plan, beginning in middle school, really keeps kids on track toward graduation, but it also builds towards college and career readiness to make sure that they're graduating not only with a diploma, but also with a resume.
And so you also have a very vibrant magnet school program.
We
How
do.
does that work? And in some cases, it's middle schools and high schools.
It is. So I always talk about our gift with purchase. That you know how you go to the cologne counter and sometimes you'll get a little umbrella or something like that. You get a gift with purchase. We want to make sure that our students are graduating with a gift with purchase. So our magnet programs, our career technology education programs allow our students opportunities to graduate with skills beyond the diploma. So sometimes they get internships, they have an opportunity to learn a second language, they have a proficiency in the arts, they have a proficiency in other kinds of skills, industry, they get an industry credential. That means that they're getting not only that diploma, but also the resume that will give them that gift with purchase when they leave us.
Okay, so they're not just walking out with their cap and gown and their diploma wondering what to do in
That's right.
the big wide world. Talk a little bit more about some of the career preparations, because not every child has interest or or aptitude to go to college.
That's right.
But you're not just leaving them off to the side.
Now, we have wonderful partnerships with not only with our community college, with the Community College of Baltimore County, Sandra Curtinitis and her work and her team. They've been wonderful partners with us to make sure that, again, kids are getting some of those college credits very early on. But it's not only about college, it's also about career readiness. We know that through our partnership with CCBC, for instance, we have a new P-Tech program that's coming forward at Dundalk High School.
What is P-Tech?
It stands for Pathways in Technology. And so we want to make sure that as kids are earning their high school diploma, they're also earning an associate's degree. And we have partnerships with KCI and Whiting Turner, where kids will also have experience with engineering concepts, and they'll have internships with those companies as well. So it's about going in that way. We know that we have that opportunity already at Woodlawn High School. I see that you have your T-shirt here.
I have brought my T-shirt from the Woodlawn High School. Tell us about this program. It's early college.
Yes, this is an early college program, again, where students are able to earn not only their diploma, their high school diploma, but they're also able to earn an associate's degree for free. And again, this is through our incredible partnership with CCBC to make sure that they are earning their associate's degree upon graduation. And what a leg up that is for them when it comes to getting those college credits and getting that associate's degree under their belt as they walk across that high school graduation stage.
And that it's a real associate's degree. It does not have an
Yes.
asterisk of any kind. They're walking
No.
away. And then from there, they can go into their field?
They can.
Or
They can go into their field. They can enter into a 4-year college, university. They can use that associate's degree just as they would when they graduate from any community college, particularly CCBC.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking some time with us today.
Thank you.
And again, congratulations on your position. We'll be looking forward to working with you over the next 4 years and
Thank
beyond.
you. Thank you, Ellen. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. And thank you for watching Hello Baltimore County. Don't forget, you can keep up to date with Baltimore County government on all of our social media platforms.